Halo, saya Ifik Arifin.
Assalamualaikum, saya Pangeran Sarima.
Selamat datang di TEKNIX by Inixindo. Halo Ibu Hajah Pangeran Sarima, apa kabar?
Alhamdulillah. Yourself, Pak Ifik, how are you?
Very fine. Saya sangat happy. I'm very happy to have you here as a narasumber. Ya. We try to talk in Indonesian language and in English, so mix as usual. Okay.
First and foremost, I want to say thank you for this privilege. It's an honor, and I hope what I share will be beneficial for your audience. Thank you.
The pleasure is my side, Ibu Sarima. Ibu Sarima, can I call you Ibu Sarima?
Yes,
Yeah.
no problem.
Ibu Sarima, I know you already several years ago in APICTA event. I remember that was in Pattaya. So we have this kind of competition between nations. APICTA is Asia Pacific ICT and Alliances. Yeah, can you explain a little bit about APICTA in that sense that we come together and do the competition in IT?
Okay. APICTA is an annual event, that's hosted by actually it's organized by Malaysia, hosted, by country on a rotational or a vote per se. But there are 16 countries, namely Australia, Brunei, Indonesia, not Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand, Hong Kong, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, and Vietnam.
Sri Lanka. Sri
Yes,
Lanka.
as well. Yes, yeah. So it's
A lot.
like what you said just now. Tadi Pak Ifik say you met me in Pattaya. So
Yeah.
Pattaya was a host country then for the APICTA annual event. So we have everybody coming together, all these 16 countries, and they bring with them their participants ranging from primary school down to the startup, and government and non-government as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and there are big companies too that that come to the competition, right?
Yes, such as you wouldn't believe it, big companies like Tencent, which was we met them, and even the racing horse in Macau. We have also some companies that are young startups, but very well established as startups like the small little mini speakers, mini X. Yes, so it's
So
not just us competing, but we have other big associations, big companies. I think from Indonesia, we met a few big ones, that actually came to compete, in the competition. Yeah.
yeah, we in Indonesia this is ASPILUKI, ya, Asosiasi Perangkat Lunak Indonesia. Ya, it's a big association led by Pak Jarod, I think. Ya, Pak Jarod. Okay, and the competition has an international reputation. Yeah? Just it is a very heavy competition, not just a simple competition in that sense, but also there are parts where young people like students come into play, right? So they compete each other. This is from maybe from elementary schools too. How about that?
Actually, from primary school at the age of 9. We met them, especially they're actually about 9 years old until secondary school, and also the high school and junior and high school, as well as the college. Yeah, the cute ones are the little ones that's from the primary schools.
And
Enjoy them.
I remember that you are eager to be the judge of this children competition, right? Because it's fun.
No,
Correct?
no, it's not
No.
just. No, it gives us what do you call this effect? A hope. Especially in the ICT industry, it's very what do you call this? Very hyper, very competitive. To see young people, it gives us so much satisfaction, as well as very happy. Yeah, happy is one thing, but most of all, it gives us hope that about
Oh,
the future of ICT in this whole world. Yeah.
that's true. And then we come to our today's topic is the competition-based learning. So the young people learn through this competition how to fight, correct? How to
Um,
fight with
I
each
would,
other.
I
No?
would, no. Actually, competition-based learning, I mean, simply put together, yeah, it's actually a very structured modules, yeah, and it is within an environment, it is proven and
Yeah.
validated the concepts, the ideas, and also the skills, the knowledge and experience, which will equip, the young ones, with the capacity and capabilities, and also it also actually increases, yeah, an individual's motivation. I believe,
Motivation.
yeah, they're be molded, they're prepared to actually present themselves on a competitive platform. Do you agree with
So
that?
yes, yeah, I agree. The young people are from which ages? 9 years old, 10 years old.
Mm.
Yes,
Yeah,
and then to the high school, SMA here in Indonesia, SMA.
mm,
How is the range of the ages of the young people here, Ibu Sarima?
looking at around ini umur dalam daripada
Umur ya?
umurnya 9 tahun ke 11 tahun ataupun 12 tahun,
Ya,
dan
mulai dari situ ya.
ya mulai dari situlah. Ada yang datang sekecil 7 tahun juga yang pernah saya lihat.
7 tahun, the youngest that you have seen ya.
The first youngest Indonesian
Oh
actually
really?
in 2010, masa tahun 2010 di Malaysia, broken the entrepreneurship spirit of APICTA, because dia punya he is actually 11 years old, and their product was the first one to be out on a platform where it's like similar to it's called masa itu it's almost similar to Play Store, tetapi
Oh
dia punya user 6 years
ya.
old, adiknya sendiri,
Oh,
winner, the first winner
the
with
first
an
winner ya.
enterprising product that went out in the market. Lucu
Oh
sekali.
really?
Yes. My apa ni? My mother's handphone is my sister's tutor.
Oh,
That was the first one.
tutor, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is as young as that. Seriously, that came to the competition.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So we encourage young people to enter this competition, right? So anything can happen. You have to learn the English language, right? Because you represent it through English.
Bahasa English is the delivery language, tetapi certain apa namanya, certain lingo, it still needs to be used, but it must be translated. Ya, begitu.
Actually translated.
Ya.
Because
So,
the judges are from these 16 countries, right? So you have a variety of people there that has
and
their own languages.
and the judges are not are mostly owners of the CEOs of companies, big large banks, not just your apa ni, your lecturers or your university deans, but
Professor.
yeah, mostly come to the as a judge are mostly people who who owns companies, who's also got experience, are also subject expert matter people, in this field.
So
So
from the industry, right? From the industry.
dari industri Pak, daripada
Yeah,
industri.
betul.
And but if at the same time, I believe, I don't know, but this is what some of us, the judges, feel that such an APICTA platform competition is actually also an acceleration learning curve for judges also. Ya, bukan
Even
saja
for the judges, even for the judges,
for the judges, bukan saja untuk ini, untuk
sertanya
partisipan.
ya, participants ya, not only for participants.
Ya. Hmm.
Yeah.
Ya.
Okay, okay. And the judges are very well kind people, right? A kind person to the young
Actually,
people. They're not rude, huh?
not just the young people, but also the young adults, because we want to
Yeah, that's also.
we want to kita ini kan mau encourage ya, and
Yeah.
we also give feedbacks, points, and mostly, like I say, we learn it's a two-way learning experience for most, for this in this kind of competition.
So I try to summarize it as so this APICTA uh, will be is a kind of arena for young people too, which come from 16 countries at this time, yeah, and they try to show or demonstrate their products, their own products, and then try to win the competition. Is it correct? Yeah. So that kind of thing.
Begitulah. Ya.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tapi yang penting ya, in this kind of platform, it's the experience, the exposure, yeah, the network that you will actually, and the interaction. I observe, especially among the school students, the school participations, they actually exchange Facebook, apa lagi?
Experience. Yeah.
Yeah,
Twitter,
Twitter,
Instagram.
and then I do follow some of these products, because they actually use the social media to propagate, to share and to market their products. So I also sometimes get to follow them, and I realize it is very, very effective platform, the social media, to actually reach out to your audience, or to your customers. So,
Yes.
and I see it grows, and the other beauty is that they actually exchange culture, they learn from each other. Yeah, that's very important, where I see this competition is.
So these young people meet together, and then they exchange experiences. They exchange
Mm.
anything, yeah, that they know. They try to know each other's, right?
Mm.
And
Kan
this is
ini
the
sebenarnya, ya, when kan every time kita datang ke that country, we have this testing session, the before they
testing session
yeah,
before they. Yeah.
they test the equipments apa semua. And then we all notice, we all observe, ya. Then we see, macam ada yang mengajar, ya. They show how they did it, how the website work, or how the application work, and people learn, So it's a lot of, they demonstrate, and then some of them even teach how to they have connection or technical problem gitu. So they
Yeah.
actually belajar gitu, sama-sama belajar.
Belajar, yeah, yeah. That's this excitement, you can feel it, right?
You can see
Yeah.
it, you feel it,
Yes.
and a lot of time, especially yang because most of them yang datang ke APICTA itu sudah winner. They're already winners when they come to the APICTA.
Winners. They are
Yeah.
winners.
To get there, you have to compete at home, yeah, in
Right.
your, and to be sent to APICTA, it's very, it's a big thing. But when you already get there, you're already winner. And APICTA is also a place where you compete as a winner. You compete with other winners from other countries. That makes you, actually, you're already the best. You're winning. You're actually competing the best among the best, to be the
Okay.
best. Gitu.
To be the
Yeah.
best, from the best. Okay. And how can you socialize this kind of event in APICTA to the country or to the schools? How do they know about this competition?
Di Brunei, ya,
Yeah.
we hold road shows.
Road shows.
Yeah, we do road shows. We go to the schools. We talk to the schools. We also hold boot camps
Boot
for these,
camps.
yeah, boot camps, national boot camps. And interestingly, when you go to the schools, you actually see their eyes light up with interest. Yeah, itu yang, yeah, that's the experience that we want to share. That we do mini little competitions as well in the
Yeah,
schools. Yeah,
yeah.
to actually find the potential ones to go into the
Potential
competition.
ones.
Yeah, yeah.
So they have to compete with each other in Brunei before they can be sent to the international event in some
Mm,
countries. Yeah, in certain countries that will be the host of the competition. Correct?
mm. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
We hold it annually as well, very close to the APICTA itself, because we have to, the winners needs to be, the name of the winners needs to, be submitted to APICTA. But
Mm,
we've done this for about almost 9 months now, I would say,
nine
to get
months preparation
sure,
time. Yeah.
yeah, preparation time, because we also have to understand that some of these students, I mean, some of the children punya ini produk itu mesti you need to further improve before they even come to the national competition itself.
The polish to have you have to polish the product a little bit that it will be shiny, right?
But
Okay.
yang penting ya Pak ya, kita mesti encourage them not to be afraid to fail.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The problem with our apa namanya society ya, failure
Yeah.
itu is taboo. So when we go into the schools, we encourage them to fail. We actually, mechanize a program around it for them to fail.
Oh.
They will no, because we stress. I myself personally stress because I myself am a coach and a mentor for programs begini. So I always encourage small little kids, especially, don't be afraid to fail. It's it's a
Don't
journey.
be afraid.
Don't be afraid
It's
to
a
fail.
journey.
It is a
Yeah.
journey. Yeah. So we must encourage that. Yang banyaknya yang ini kan, especially I notice kalau di Apikta, waduh, kalau yang dah dapat ini even merit itu, aduh nangisnya minta ampun. Sedih banget. Sedih banget. Because they're scared to lose itu, Pak. To lose in the competition. They feel,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's not.
Yeah. Just failure is just a delay of the next successful event, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
okay. But I know that they are learning a lot, like problem solving, right?
Mm-hmm.
They will have several problems that and critics from
Um,
internal judges.
yeah.
So yeah, so they
We
learn a lot. Yeah.
Yes. They don't just we don't just look at problems to be solved internally, but we
Mm.
look at also we call that the canvassing of the problems globally. Yeah. And there's we always put up a list of things that they can actually pick to actually look at to solve the problem. When you talk about and you find it very interesting because they have ways and means. Sometimes when you tell them, oh, this is the way to solve this, they actually the kids have ideas of how to solve it, which are even better than what we already prepared. So like I said, we learn it at the same time. And these kids are actually are not afraid to actually go out and actually test out their product
So
themselves.
you encourage creativity in that sense, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
they are
We
very
don't
creative.
we don't keep them we actually want them to think outside the box.
Out of the box. Yeah.
And I
Right.
think the other thing that is very important also, the parents, for young kids like this,
Parents.
the parents are very key important to actually encourage and support. Yeah, itu yang ano lah, yang penting for the kids to actually grow their mindset. Yeah.
I have seen several in several occasions that the parents are more enthusiastic than the children themselves. So
They're more anxious.
they support it. Yeah, support, very supporting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen parents literally, send their kids early in the morning to the program and actually waited there, and then prepare
Yes.
lunch.
Yeah.
And then after that, after the session finished, the parents will come actually to talk to us, in the corner.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's good. That's good. I like that side. Yeah. Very. I mean, they take care of the children very much. Yeah. Okay, that's the positive impact of the competition. I think you have mentioned that to encourage students to work harder, yeah, and then boost their confidence. Correct, yeah,
Yes.
and
I
yeah,
think it also improves teamwork and collaboration among themselves. Yeah. Uh,
teamwork. That's the
yeah.
key point. Yeah.
Yeah. Teamwork and
They're not alone by themselves. Yeah. They have groups. They have uh,
yes.
together. They have friends together that that build that competition, that product. Yeah. They have a product which is built by friends too,
Mm.
together in a group.
Yeah.
Correct?
So they also learn how to prioritize. To prioritize what comes first, what's important, and also to actually teach them to be little bosses. Yeah. In
Yeah.
terms of leading the team,
Yeah.
and also divide the task among themselves.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I think we feel that CBL is doing very well, and then it enhances social, and emotional learning as well. I mean, it's because kids, some of them are very introverts, and
Introverts.
uh,
Yeah.
so it's a bit difficult sometimes to take them out of their shell. But towards the end, you'll be surprised. A lot of them actually more forthcoming, in actually with the team. Yeah, I think the other most important thing also, it actually builds mental toughness. Don't you believe so?
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Complete. Yeah. Complete.
Mm.
Yeah. I think there are a lot of good things in the competition, but Ibu Sarima, there are also some negative sides of the competition, right?
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Because you see, the negative part is because of the lack of the environment is not conducive. They're not
Mm,
not enough resources, or they're ill equipped with equipments. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That leads to this kind of disadvantages. And I
It's a,
think, yeah, and I think also to have all this, you also need to understand that it needs to be economical, financially. It needs to be financed. Yeah, it needs to be financed.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
because
a lot of ada banyak disadvantage-nya sebenarnya. Saya
tidak
lihat
banyak ya, tidak. Walau ya kita mesti hati-hati atau aware ya of this problem. That there is
Mm,
some problems with the competition because of anxiety. So
mm,
because of what do you call disappointment? Yeah, if
mm,
you are quite disappointed if you lose, and
yeah.
also yeah, I think
So
uh,
we need mummies around them. Don't you think so?
yeah,
Judges like go on, the exco, the like us that goes on to this competition. We play that role too sometimes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, like you said before, you are already a winner, so you don't
Mm,
worry to lose the
mm,
competition because you are already a winner
mm,
to be there. So, right? Correct.
mm.
Okay.
Kita pemenang.
Sudah pemenang.
Kita
Yeah,
jago masuk ke competition. You have to be jago to go into this competition, Pak Ifik. Correct?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, I've seen some children that could represent their products in English, and that's
mm.
amazing. That's amazing. Yeah,
I,
that's
I'm
yeah.
Yeah, especially can't the problem is the language, bahasa ya, terutama
Bahasa.
sekali daripada Cina, daripada mana lagi ya, Indonesia kalau not so bad, but yang dari
Indonesia not so bad. Thailand, yeah, maybe Thailand a little bit. Yeah.
Thailand, Vietnam, sama
Vietnam, right? Vietnam,
Myanmar juga. Uh,
Myanmar.
problem, tetapinya we always, kalau it comes to the school category, we always give it a bit time for them to actually be able to
Asian. Yeah,
express or deliver. Yeah.
yeah. So
Mm.
for themselves, this is an excitement. Some of us they have no experience abroad, so they just live in their place, and then they have to go out there and then meet international friends. This
Mm.
is this is a really an event that changed their life, I think, because now
Oh,
I see the world, not only my environment, so but
yeah,
also international. Yeah.
yeah, mind you, kita juga di Brunei ada yang belum pernah lihat dunia,
Nah,
ya, belum pernah. So we encountered one where a little young man about 11 years old. He cried at the airport. So I asked him why. He says, "This is my first time to go on a plane."
yes,
I
yes,
had
yes.
never. He said we never travel anywhere else. And actually,
Mm,
daripadanya berangkat daripada bandara kepada the next bandara itu, mereka belajar bagaimana menyesuaikan diri, bagaimana
mm,
menghadapi masalah, masalah di luar daripada, orang punya comfort zone, ya. Mereka
comfort
belajar
zone.
menjaga dirinya, ya,
Yeah, yeah,
macam mana berinteraksi sama orang, ya, bergaul sama
yeah.
orang. There's that learning also in that period of traveling. Yeah.
Yes,
Mm.
yes. Learning, and learning. Yeah,
Yeah.
all
We
to
will
have
be forever.
experiences like that. It's
Yeah. It's a long life learning. Mm.
long life learning. So, okay. It's interesting. But
Yeah.
now, because of the pandemic, APICTA is a little bit different from as usual. Yeah. What do you think, Ibu Sarima?
Well, we are an IC. APICTA is an ICT platform. So if anyone were
Yeah.
to be the one to first champion technology, it should be us. Yeah. So I understand
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
especially with this pandemic, kita nggak bisa travel, kita nggak bisa kemana-mana, ya. So there is everything is done
Yeah.
virtually. Yeah. There is the good thing about this virtual, how the competition is held virtually is that people are a bit more prepared. I believe, because you can rehearse, and then it's that short period of time where you give the best of your best. The disadvantage is that internet, we depend so much on the bandwidth, like what you say,
Yeah.
weak internet and all, but like still, I think we should encourage more of this kind of way the competition is, but the other sad part is that when we win, we are so used to going up the stage, receiving the trophy. It's different, itu yang
Mm.
disadvantage-nya sama ini when the APICTA was held virtually this last year. Ya, itulah.
Okay.
Um, because the competition requires you to submit your product video, that's when you can actually maximize the best of it, because you can actually polish it repeatedly until you're happy with it to submit. And then your presentation is more crisp compared to when you are di sana banyak distraction. When you're there, there's a lot of distraction.
But we
Sometimes
are
you
we are
want to
looking for this kind of distraction very very eagerly.
the real world, that's the real world, yeah, yang
Real
dimana
world.
distraction, there is also distractions, things like that. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cultural distraction may be also there. So you know the culture of other nation. That's
that's
quite important too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and also not just the culture, but effect. It's also the way of life. you know.
The way of life. Yeah.
Because like in Brunei, we don't have we have we have what do you call this public transport, but we don't have the MTRs and all, you know. So this is one thing where we are exposed. We learn, you know, to also read the signs and all. We are more aware. Like, you
Yeah.
know, when you are in, like, I'm sure in Jakarta you have already formed your own comfort zone, ya. Tapi kalau kita keluar di sana, kita
Yeah.
lebih berwaspada, kita lebih perhatian gitu. So there's,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
then kita juga ini exposed to the kind of food, makanan di
Food.
sana.
Yeah.
Dia
Belum
lain
tentu
kan?
cocok. Belum tentu cocok ya
Nah,
makanannya.
ada yang, you know, makanan dan juga lah custom mereka juga kita belajar dari sana di luar negeri.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember in Guangzhou in China, China, that we suddenly we accidentally we found a Muslim restaurant.
Very
So
near. Yeah, we did that. Yeah, banyak,
convenient.
very convenient, which is quite nearby the hotel. Yeah, I remembered that too. It was by accident. It's true. We all found that by accident. It's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So, uh, yeah, the culture, the food, everything. Yeah, the way of life. Okay. And then, what do you think the next APICTA will be? Where it will be?
At the moment, there is an expression, keen interest by Indonesia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also by Pakistan, and I
Okay.
think the other one would be so far we only heard these two countries lah. Ini yang apa nih?
Not
Yang
Australia. I think
yeah,
Australia is also.
Australia. Yes, there is also which also about 2-3 weeks ago there was a mention about Australia to actually
Oh,
host APICTA.
yeah, I heard also Indonesia will propose as the host of APICTA in Bali.
Yes, yeah, that's true. We love to go back to Bali.
Oh, now in Lombok. In Lombok, there is a GP moto competition.
So Lombok is only a throw stone away from Bali.
Not far. Not
No,
far.
I know.
Just 1 hour. So.
You know,
And
my
it's more.
first-
I think it's more attractive now because they have prepared everything for this kind of event like GP Moto, right? So the facility of hotels and accommodation and others are well so equipped. Yeah, I think it's a good
well,
thing.
Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, you know, for us Muslims, we really like to go there because we don't have problem with food. Easy to find food.
Right. That's quite important. Yeah.
The
You don't
food
want to eat bread every day, bread with with corn and beef. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we hope that our talks today concerning the competition-based learning, it will encourage people, teachers, schools, and others to prepare their children for participating these kind of events more and more. I hope that we can encourage them more about this. Yeah.
we look forward, you know, to actually meet up sometime, you know, especially, you know, for the participants lah. This is
Yeah,
where
because
the value
there are
is.
many categories in the APICTA. So categories for children, there is categories for tertiary students, right?
Yeah, yeah. Actually,
Categories.
there are three, you know, three categories, which is
Categories.
the junior, the senior,
Junior,
and the tertiary.
senior,
Yeah,
and tertiary.
tertiary postgraduates. Yeah, senior are the secondary school ones, and juniors are the primary schools. Yeah.
So there are enough places for competition for young people, right? So
Yes.
yeah, because they are the future.
Yes. My tip to all the participants, especially in this category, is that what is important is you're able to present, you're able to describe your product. it don't have to be a, what do you call this, a complicated product. It can be a very simple product, you
But
know,
useful product, yeah.
full, and it is scalable. But most
Scalable.
important is that you can actually describe it. You can convince your audience that this is the product. You know, this is not just my product, but this is the product for you. Ya, begitu.
Alright, Ibu Hajah Sarimah, terima
Ya.
kasih banyak ini. Jadi kapan kita ke Brunei Darussalam?
Uh, I'm not sure yet, tapi lah, mudahan COVID.
Masih ada isolasi ya? Masih diisolasi kalau kita ke Brunei?
Yes, masih.
Masih.
Kita,
Hotel apa itu yang terbaik? I think the Brunei has 6 stars hotels, right?
yeah, Empire Hotel, which is, which you can actually watch the sunset.
Wow, yeah. That's for the first time I saw the 6 stars hotel. Normally 5 stars hotels. But Brunei has it everything there and nice. Yeah. Okay. I hope that next year maybe we can meet together and to in reality, so in face to face, so that we can start again with the young people to have some experience in that environment of APICTA. Yeah, I hope so.
We hope to, we hope to see more of the young ones actually participating, because especially now with the metaverse and the NFTs, blockchain.
Yeah, that's a new.
I hope we can see young ones actually adopting this, and bringing it to the next level. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
For the platform and for the APICTA platform competition. That's what we want to see.
Baik. Oke, Ibu Sarima, terima kasih banyak hari ini sudah memberikan motivasi untuk kita semua, memberikan informasi, memberikan faedah ya. I thank you very much, and we will keep contact.
Yes.
And I hope that APICTA also will be always the goals of our young people to have some competition there, learn through competition will accelerate actually everything. And sebagai salam terakhir, Ibu Sarima, kita akan ucapkan salam kompeten.
Yes. Thank
Are you
you.
ready?
Salam
One,
kompeten.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Salam
Competent.